What's going on, guys? It's Big Man Tyson here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys another Let's Talk video. So in today's video, I don't know what I'm going to be talking about today, but, well, everybody knows the seasons has changed. It's already spring. I think so anyways. I don't always keep up with the seasons as often as I should, but I think it's officially spring now officially. Yeah, it's spring. We'll just go ahead and say it's just spring. But like I said, I don't hardly keep up with the seasons so much because I'm not the biggest expert on keeping up with seasons sometimes, but I went back and played Marvel Spider-Man 1. I still like the game. I think it's still one of the best Spider-Man games ever made till this day, even 6 years later, which I think this game is 6 years old. Well, it's about to be 6 years old. So it's 2024 now, so it's either 6 or 7 years old. Hold on. Okay, the game is 6 years old now. Man, I know that Marvel Spider-Man 1 is not that old, but golly, it still feel like it came out like very forever ago. I'd be curious to see how this game is in like 10 years, honestly. I'd imagine it still will hold up because it still holds up 6 years later. I bet it really would hold up at like 10 years later. Like, I gotta admit, the combat is without a doubt way better in Marvel Spider-Man 2, but when it comes to story-wise, in my opinion, I'm going to have to go with Marvel Spider-Man 1 because the storyline, man, was just so top-notch, top tier, everything about it, man. Insomniac just, nailed the Spider-Man storyline. Like, it was just so good, man. Like, it's one of the best Spider-Man games ever made, and I like it, man. I like it just so much with all my will. One thing I would like to see is a Spider-Man prequel game. And before I get into that, I think I already done said this before. Like, between Marvel Spider-Man 1 and Marvel Spider-Man 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2's got the better it's got the better combat. Combat wise is better in Marvel Spider-Man 2, I got to admit, but when it comes to story wise, I'm going to have to give it to the first game because man, it was just so top tier, top notch. Everything about it was just spectacular in so many ways. So yeah, that's all I'm really going to say. Now, Spider-Man prequel game, I would truly and dearly would like to see a Spider-Man prequel game where you play as a young Peter Parker, where he's like 15 years old being Spider-Man. Insomniac, they could easily do it. I think they could do it. But sadly, a Spider-Man prequel game will never, ever happen, sadly. But God, I wish it would. Because I'd be curious to see what a young Peter Parker was before the events of Marvel Spider-Man 1, whenever he was first starting out as Spider-Man at 15 years old. Like, if they do make a Spider-Man prequel game, I hope it's just like the Ultimate Spider-Man game. I hope it's like, at least quite similar and just like that game, honestly. Because Insomnia, they could easily pull it off. Because, man, if they made a Spider-Man prequel game that took place before Marvel Spider-Man 1, the game would sell like hotcakes. Because, man, playing as a young Peter Parker is like the absolute best, honestly. Because him first starting out Spider-Man is just truly like top tier, and I just like everything about it because it just truly shows where it all started. It shows all of his mess ups and mistakes and all the stress he's dealing with at a very young age of and stuff because he's 15 and stuff, and it's just a lot for a kid to handle. But I would just like to see Insomniac's take on their young Peter Parker and their Insomniac universe and like Earth 1048. I'd just be curious to see how it is. Like, everybody knows how young Peter Parker was in like the Ultimate Spider-Man comics in the game, of course. But I'd just be curious to see Insomniac's take on the 1048 young Peter Parker when he's like 15 years old. Because man, because he's mentioned in Marvel Spider-Man 1 how he's fought Vulture, Electro and stuff at a young age at one point and stuff in the story, but I'd just be very curious to see how he fought them the first time and see where he, messed up and all that. Because I would like to see his like, brand new, you know, reaction to fighting them the very first time. Because man, there's just so much they could do with a Spider-Man prequel game. Because man, let me tell you, like I said, that game would just absolutely sell like hotcakes. Like it would truly and dearly sell like hotcakes if they made a Spider-Man prequel game. Because man, I would totally be all for it, honestly. So I think that's really all I really need to say in this video. I think I'm just going to cut it right here. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And I'm out, guys. Peace, and I'll catch you on the next one.